Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining me for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of February 8th through the 14th. Before we get started, I do have another group mentoring session coming up February the 28th at 6:30 Mountain Time. You guys can Google what time that is for you. For those of you who are interested, go ahead and drop me a line. You can find my contact information on the website. And for those of you who are interested in a group mentoring session to help expand your own psychic abilities, but that time doesn't work for you, also just drop me a line and we'll get something scheduled for you and then just invite others to join in. So let's get on with your forecast, Cancer. What you have coming up for Monday is you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and what I'm hearing right off the bat is this is an explosive outburst from somebody in your life that happens on Monday. I'm hearing that you are not on the sidelines for this. You are a participant for this. And I'm also hearing that some of you are this Queen of Cups. Some of you are having this explosive outburst. Some of you are the recipient of the explosive outburst. So when I say explosive outburst, we're talking about emotions. We're talking about crying, possibly screaming, that type of thing. This is not pretty, okay? For a lot of you, this has to do with family, is what I'm hearing. Yes, for most of you, this is actually a family situation that's coming up. Some of you have teenage daughters that have a lot of hormone issues coming in. This actually doesn't have to be a female, it could be a male, but I am hearing teenager issues, and that teenage daughters are kind of the majority that are coming through here as being out of the teenager section of this as being the most likely to have that emotional outburst. Best thing you can do, I'm digging for advice here. Best thing you can do is to let them simmer down and kind of move away, detach, let them calm down, and then when they're more calm, come back and talk to them about whatever has them so upset in a more calm fashion. Do not say the words simmer down to them. Not gonna work. That's just gonna make them do the opposite. But just let them calm down, walk away, let them chill out. Then when they are feeling more calm, ask them if they can talk about it in a way that is, less emotional and more intelligent. I don't know exactly how you're going to word that, but word it nicely. Just my advice. For those of you who this is you, that you're the one having the emotional outburst, it feels like this is something that just comes and goes really fast. Like whatever it is you're so upset about, Cancers, I feel like bam, it hits and bam, it's gone. It's like as soon as you express it, now I feel fine. That's what it feels like to me. So just be aware though, if you feel this moving in, that whatever it is, it's gonna pass just as fast as it came in. So you might want to think twice about having that explosive volcanic expression. You may want to, when you feel that coming in, where you just want to have this volcanic expression of emotion, you may want to go take a walk. You may want to go play a video game for a while. You may want to do anything to kind of take your mind off of that and let that mood pass, because the types of things that can come out of somebody's mouth during these can be damaging and can take a little bit to recover from. So you want to avoid that in the cases where you feel that kind of energy coming over you. You want to avoid that if you can. Now, Tuesday, what we have is the Queen of Clubs coming up in reverse. And the Queen of Clubs coming up in reverse tells me that there's somebody in your life, Cancers, that you have, I feel like you've been encouraging them, you've been assisting them, you've been giving them guidance, you've been giving them inspiration, inspiring ideas that they could act on. And I feel like you're starting to feel like, well, what's it all worth? All this effort that I'm putting out to help this person, they don't seem to really take this as seriously as I'm taking it. And so I feel like you are pretty much at the end of your rope with that. You've just pretty much decided, well, that's enough helping that person. They're not trying to help themselves. I'm done. I'm out. that's kind of what I'm feeling off of that card for you Cancers on Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday, what we have showing up is we have the Four of Coins in reverse. And the Four of Coins in reverse, I usually see this as strictly a financial card, and this really has to do with taking taking money out of savings and spending it. So this can be that maybe you've been saving up for a down payment on a home and you're closing on the home on Wednesday. This could be also that you're taking money out of savings that you weren't anticipating taking out of savings. Maybe you've been saving up for money for a home and something happened with your car and you have to have something on your car repaired, and so that money comes out of that savings money because you didn't have budgeted in for something like that. So basically the bottom line on Wednesday is just money coming out of savings, or just some money that you had stashed away being used on Wednesday. Let's see, looking at Thursday, what you guys have coming up is you have the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups means looking back at some positive memories, maybe even spending some time with some old friends. This could be an old friend coming around, excuse me, to spend time with you. But definitely thinking back to some positive things, and these types of memories are the types of memories that kind of make you think, oh wow, it was so nice to be living in that situation. It would be nice if I was in that situation again, or still, that type of thing. They're just very pleasant memories to think about. You may have a little bit of nostalgia or feel sentimental about those memories. This can be even looking back and remembering a person who has crossed over and remembering some of the good times or the good memories with that person. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it is looking back on some fond memories. That's the best way to really put that in a nutshell for you on Thursday, Cancers. Now, Friday, wow, we had the Queen of Clubs upright, and now we have the King of Clubs upright. Or I mean, reversed for both. Hang on. Let me spit it out right. Excuse me. Okay, so King of Clubs in reverse on Friday. What's going on here? I'm feeling like you're not feeling very inspired on Friday, Cancers. I feel like you may be feeling a little bit like down or blue. You may be feeling also restless. This is when I'm feeling around this, it feels antsy, and I'm actually hearing the words, I could be doing so much more. So I feel like you're restless in whatever it is that you're doing, probably for a living, maybe in a volunteer capacity, but you're just feeling like whatever it is that's being asked of you, like you could give so much more, and you're really feeling restless to move up, to be able to offer more, to be allowed to offer more in whatever position you're in. So that's the feeling that I'm pulling from you Friday, just really frustration and maybe even a little bit of depression with that situation of, well, what do I do so that I can offer more? I feel like obviously this is not a comfortable place to be, this antsiness, this restlessness, this feeling blue, but excuse me, I feel like this does become the impetus that sparks something for you later on. I feel like this is a time where you start thinking about, well, what could I do so that I can contribute more? How can I change this situation? Would it be good for me to work in another company? Would it be good for me to work in another department in this company? Would it be good for me to pick up a hobby where I can do this in a more full capacity than what I'm doing here? If you're working a business, if you have your own business, this could be you really getting some ideas about how you could expand more and do more with your business. So even though it's not a comfortable place to be Friday, I feel like it sparks the beginning of some forward movement for you. And so I'm taking that actually as a very positive result from this feeling boxed in and restless. Let's move on to Saturday. Interesting. We had the King and the Queen of Clubs, and we've also got the Queen and the King of Cups. Saturday, we have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is actually upright. And the King of Cups is just telling me that Cancers, I want to tell you this could be you because Cancer is a water sign, but I don't feel like it is. So I know a lot of you will look at these cards and go, oh, she's missing it. That's us. No, I'm not missing it. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like this is someone that you're interacting with on Saturday. And this person is someone who, for most of you, will be male, although I never lock down genders in a general reading. So for most of you, this person will be male, and he's going to be expressing his emotions to you in a very healthy way. Unlike the whole volcanic explosion that happened with the Queen of Cups on Monday, on Saturday, this is the King of Cups. Nothing volcanic about this. Very sane and real, in fact, maybe even very touching, but very down to earth. And he's expressing to you his emotions about either yourself or about something that you're doing, something in your life, or maybe something that the two of you are working on together. So this could be a relationship, this could be a project, this could be a hobby, this could be an event. All kinds of different ways that this is going to manifest for different ones of you Cancers, but I do feel like this is going to be somebody who comes to you and bears his heart to you on Saturday. And I'm hearing, please appreciate that. Please appreciate that vulnerability that this person does. So that's the advice coming in on that card, I guess. On Sunday, what we have showing up for you guys is we have the Strength card in reverse. And the Strength card in reverse is just telling me that on Sunday, you're beating up on yourself about something. Something happened and you're I don't feel like, usually when I see this card, that this isn't reasonable to be beating up on yourself. Like if you were to step back and just get a overall perspective instead of just from an in the middle of the situation perspective, if you were to step back and get yourself a little bit of distance from the situation, you would be able to see that you really didn't have as much control over that situation as what you're taking responsibility for, as you're blaming yourself for how it turned out. So you want to try to get that perspective. You want to try to stand back and go, how much was I really responsible for here? How much of this is really my fault? And a lot of times we have people that tell us, oh, this is your fault, and they want to put all the blame on us. But you know what? Some people just can't be accountable for themselves and recognize that they're a part of the blame too. And I see a lot of that happening that causes people to really beat themselves up, because then they buy into that story that other person told them and they don't think objectively, well, wait a second. You're the one that actually got this whole shenanigan started. How does all the blame fall on me here? So get the bigger perspective, like I said. Don't beat yourself up. It doesn't do anybody any good. Beat yourself up doesn't help you, doesn't help the people around you, doesn't help anybody else. Get the bigger perspective. Look at things from a more objective point of view. Learn from whatever lessons you can learn from, and then move on. But don't let this bog you down. Don't let this hold you up. Don't let all the blame fall on you in your mind. If somebody else puts all the blame on you, that's their deal. We can't control what other people think, but that doesn't mean that we have to think what they think. You don't hold all that blame in your mind for yourself. Be objective. Get a better perspective on this. Get the real deal. Okay, so Cancers, that is your week. Thank you so much for hanging out, for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. If you haven't seen them already, check out my monthly video. I just did that the first time for this month. Let me know what you think about them. Completely different format. And I will see you guys back here next week. Everyone have a fantastic week. Peace out.